I want to hear you on this. Do you feel like Caleb deserves a pass for his week 1 performance?
No, I don't feel like he deserves a pass, and I think Caleb Williams is going to get better throughout the season. But the reason why I don't think he deserves a pass is because he missed too many throws.
Okay.
There were some opportunities for Caleb Williams to make plays. He had Cole Kmet over the middle of the field. Troy and Joe talked about it, but Troy mostly talked about DJ Moore getting open late in the game with like 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and he wasn't able to see it. And two, at times, it felt like he was scared to make a mistake. And I think playing quarterback in this league now, you have to be willing to sacrifice. You just got to hope your guys can make the play as opposed to trying to play it safe. He started the game hot, but let me take people through the prism of the NFL game. Usually during the week, the offense has what's called scripted plays. The first 15. As a defense, we hate them because they know what they're doing. They're going to be on time. They got the play calls. There is no adjustments being made. They forcing the issue offensively. As the game goes along, you make those adjustments. Offensive coordinator got to change the way he's calling because the defense is doing certain things. So early in that game, we saw him have a tremendous amount of success, but it still was dink and dunk. It was still like you have to be explosive in the NFL in 2025 to win games. Mm-hmm. And Kevin O'Connell had a dude playing on the road for the first time in his NFL career, and the first half looked abysmal. Like he wasn't going to be able to play and still decided to be explosive with his quarterback. And I couldn't get that out of Caleb. That was disappointing. So I don't.
This is one of the hard. I mean, it's been very difficult to listen to you for the last minute because I'm incredibly disappointed with what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm incredibly disappointed with what you're saying. I can't believe that you could say that, Swagoo. First of all, if you're talking about it, why you ain't talking about Ben Johnson? Listen, let's keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, and I said this yesterday. Caleb Williams has played all 17 games last year, and he played game 1. That's 18 games. And in 18 games, this was his 3rd head coach and his 4th offensive coordinator. Think about that. Mm-hmm. His 3rd head coach, his 4th offensive coordinator, and oh, by the way, this dude, Declan, I mean, he's your new offensive coordinator. He's a rookie offensive coordinator coming over from Denver as a tight ends coach. So you got a rookie head coach. You got a rookie offensive coordinator. It's your first NFL game with this coach in this system. You go out, and like you said, you got scripted plays. You complete your first 10 passes, 6 for 6 on the opening drive. You score a touchdown. You're going up against Brian Flores. Have we forgotten that, Swagoo? One of the elite defensive minds in the game. He blitzed you once on the first drive or whatever. The rest of the game, he blitzed you 14 different damn times. He's coming out that the offensive line is revamped. Okay, what did they say about them?
Caleb Williams walked into Monday Night Football and started cooking. 10 straight completions, a touchdown on the opening drive. Poise, confidence, rhythm, everything we've been waiting to see. But by the second half, it all unraveled. And now, here come the takes. He missed throws. He looked scared. He didn't see DJ Moore wide open. Sure, the mistakes were there, but hold up. Let's talk about why. Let's talk about what this kid is really dealing with. This is Caleb's 3rd head coach and 4th offensive coordinator in just 18 games. Let that sink in. That's chaos for any young quarterback. And now he's running a brand new system under a rookie head coach and a rookie offensive coordinator. Declan just came from coaching tight ends in Denver, and now he's calling the shots against Brian Flores, one of the most aggressive, confusing defensive minds in football? And you want to bury Caleb after 1 game in this situation? He started 6 for 6. He scored on the opening drive. He completed 13 of 16 in the first half. What happened next wasn't about fear, it was about a young quarterback in a brand new system facing an elite defense that made adjustments while his own sideline couldn't respond. This isn't about excuses, this is about context. This is about understanding the chaos around him and the fact that despite all of it, Caleb still showed flashes of greatness. So no, he doesn't get a pass, but he sure as hell deserves patience. Let's get something straight. What happened on Monday Night Football hurt. The Bears had the game. We had the lead. Caleb Williams looked like he was in full control early on. Then it slipped. A 27-24 loss at home. And yeah, a lot of people jumped ship real quick. But let me tell you something right now. If you actually listen to what Caleb Williams said this week, if you actually understand what's happening behind the scenes, then you know this isn't the end of the story. This is just the beginning. Let's rewind to that first half against the Vikings. Caleb was surgical, 13 for 16, calm in the pocket, on-time throws, he led a beautiful opening drive and showed the poise of a franchise quarterback. He looked exactly like the #1 overall pick we drafted him to be. He was composed, he was fearless, he was commanding the field. But then, the second half came and everything changed. The timing, off. The rhythm, gone. The ball placement, wild. He went just 8 for 19 after halftime. He missed DJ Moore wide open. Twice. One of those misses should have been the game-sealing touchdown with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The place was ready to explode. And then, silence. Now here's where the magic happens. Caleb didn't blame anyone. He didn't point fingers. He took the mic and told the truth. It was the footwork, being smooth with it, not being hesitant, just letting it rip. You know how rare that is? For a second-year quarterback to not just admit what went wrong, but identify it that clearly? That's growth. That's film study. That's accountability. And that's a future leader figuring it out in real time. He said it clearly. Decisiveness always wins. And he's right. You start hesitating in this league, and the window slams shut. You start second-guessing throws, and the game punishes you. And that's what happened Monday night. Caleb knows it, Coach Ben Johnson knows it, and most importantly, they're already working to fix it. This wasn't about a lack of talent. This wasn't a meltdown. This was a young quarterback dealing with game speed adjustments, with defensive disguises, and with the pressure of being the savior of a franchise that's been quarterback starved for decades. Let's also not ignore the bigger picture. Look at the numbers. A 63.8 adjusted QBR, 86.6 passer rating, 210 passing yards. Not elite, but far from a disaster. Context matters. This is the first game of a new era. Caleb's second year, sure, but his first with this coaching staff, this playbook, and a first-time offensive coordinator. It's going to take a few games to get this machine running smoothly. Now let's talk about leadership, because what Caleb said next was everything you want to hear from your QB1. He said it's about trust, trusting Ben Johnson, trusting his teammates, staying calm, staying decisive, taking what the defense gives you. He's not shaken, he's not rattled, he's focused. And this week, it's personal. The Bears are heading to Detroit, Week 2, a divisional game, a statement game. And it's not just any opponent, it's Ben Johnson's old team, the team that let him walk, the team that said, "We're good without you." And now, Caleb Williams walks into Ford Field as the centerpiece of Johnson's revenge chess match against Dan Campbell and the Lions. The Lions are 0-1, just like us. 2 wounded animals entering the cage. One of them walks out with a win. And after what we saw in that first half, and after what we heard from Caleb this week, I like our odds. Make no mistake, this is the week we find out what kind of team we're really building in Chicago. If the Bears clean up the footwork, if they protect Caleb just long enough, if the defense holds steady, this is the week we find out if this team can bounce back like contenders. Because yes, the loss hurt, but the response, that's what defines a real franchise quarterback. That's what builds a winning culture. And Caleb's response this week was everything I needed to hear. Mature, clear, focused. He knows where the problems were, and he's already working on the solution. So now it's on us, Bears fans. Are we really ready to ride through the storm? Are we going to hold this kid to perfection in every throw, or are we going to support him as he grows into the leader we've been begging this franchise to find for 40 years? I believe in Caleb Williams, I believe in Ben Johnson, and I believe that Week 2 is going to be the start of the turnaround. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Caleb's honesty shows real growth? Are you confident he can fix the accuracy issues? And what do you expect from this team heading into Detroit? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like if you believe in this team. Subscribe if you're riding with us all season. And stay locked in, because here on Bear Down Report, we ride every snap, every throw, every win, every heartbreak together. Bear down.